HarperCollins presents A Sky Full of Stars, The Skye Sisters Trilogy, Book 2, by Sue Moorcroft, read by Helen McAlpine. Chapter 1. Ezzie Wynter, manager of Rotharsh Hall, had the best job in the world at one of the most beautiful spots on the Isle of Skye. Through the tall, elegant windows of her panelled office, lawns and gardens glittered with November frost. Beyond that lay the parkland, the silvery waters of the Sound of Slate, and then the mainland's green and purple mountains, already dusted with snow. But what kept drawing Ezzie's attention from checking over the Christmas decorations for the hall's public rooms was a tall man in his 60s, huddled into a shapeless, dated black overcoat and woolen hat. He stood where the drive broadened before the semicircular steps, his hesitant gaze on the big double doors, like a child unsure of his welcome at a party. Skye didn't draw as many winter tourists as it did from spring to autumn, so Rotharsh Hall was staffed sparingly at present. Orla from reception was off for a few days, and the new assistant manager wouldn't arrive until February, so today Ez had been the one to put out the sign saying, "Public Rooms Open." Now, pride in the hall prompted her to offer further encouragement to their lone winter visitor to enjoy the public room's polished wood and pink-streaked Skye marble. She put down a box of red baubles on tartan ribbon, grabbed her long, tailored coat from its hook, and tip-tapped over the tiles of the lofty reception area past the mahogany reception desk. Opening the doors, she stepped out into the bitingly cold air with a bright, professional smile. "Good morning. Were you hoping to come in? We're open." The man looked startled, and he was either given to old-fashioned gestures or hot flushes, because he removed his hat to show a closely shaved head. As he gazed up at her at the top of the steps, his lips formed a slow half-smile.
"Thanks. Are you a guide?"
Skye attracted visitors from around the world, so she was unsurprised that his accent placed him somewhere in the middle of England, though further west than Suffolk, where she'd grown up. "I'm the manager, Esmeralda Wynter. I'm afraid the public rooms aren't big enough to warrant guides. There are interesting information cards, though, prepared by a historian." She hoped he didn't have a reading issue like her sister Thea, because there was no oral alternative. Her blonde shoulder-length hair blew annoyingly across her face, silky yet poker-straight, and she pushed it back. Finally, he began to tread slowly up the steps, but he didn't gaze into the panelled lobby where the dog-leg staircase soared up to the next floor, instead pausing to give her a shy smile.
"Have you been manager long? It looks like a lovely place to work."
"I've worked here for over 9 years, but as assistant manager till a few months ago. The public rooms are to the left and also up these stairs." She indicated the way to the first tall, gracious room at the rear of the lobby, and then the imposing wooden staircase. A large, glossy white door to their right was marked with an uncompromising private, because it accessed the Larson family's own quarters. They owned Rotharsh Hall and were due to visit for Christmas this year. Previously, their visits had fallen in spring or summer, so one of Ezzie's current preoccupations was waking the hall from its customary winter semi-hibernation. Hoping to encourage him indoors so she could return to her desk, she added, "The public room furniture predates the hall's restoration, and there are framed examples of the fabric and wallpaper of the historical decor. There are also fine, traditional Skye marble fire surrounds and mirrored-over mantels."
"Thanks."
He continued to smile. He didn't set off her unwanted attentions
Sample complete. Ready to continue?